On today's episode, Dad has a helper with some unconventional cooking techniques. I have... The kiddo tries to upstage Dad.
Comment I'm better than Daddy.
Are you causing a battle with me?
And Dad has some sage advice.
The family that stirs together stays together.
Who got this? Dad got this.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dad Got This. We are back here in the kitchen today, making an easy dinner for the weeknight. This is something you can throw together in no time at all. It goes together simple, and I'm getting bombed. They can't see you, kiddo. You're behind me. They can't see you. They can't see. Oh, nope, you're still behind me. Nope, now you're behind me. Nope, you're behind me. And somebody's calling me. This is the worst video in the history of video starts. Take two. And I still have the kiddo here. Do you want to just do the video? You're going to teach them how to cook beef stroganoff?
Can you help me?
You can help me.
Yes.
Beef stroganoff. It is like a staple dish. It's a super simple dish. It's beef and some cream sauce. It's really easy to make. And so easy, I'll have the kiddo help me make it. We're gonna use the Instant Pot for beef stroganoff. You can do this without the Instant Pot. You would just use a little bit different cut of beef. I like using the Instant Pot because I can get away with using stew meat, which is a tough cut of beef, but by tenderizing it in the Instant Pot, it works out great. Other than that, you need some mushrooms.
And me.
You need the kiddo.
I can help.
You need a diced onion, some beef broth, sour cream, a couple of spices, Worcestershire sauce. That's a fun one to say. Can you say that?
Worcestershire.
That's a fun one to say.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and get started on beef stroganoff in the Instant Pot, dad and kiddo style. And the first step in beef stroganoff is to season the beef. We're gonna leave that there. And what I want you to do is take this and shake it all over there. Keep going. Perfect. That was a tablespoon of garlic powder and a tablespoon of onion powder. Now, take that and pour the whole thing in there. That is flour. Pour the whole thing in there. Perfect. Now, we're gonna go ahead and toss it. And all we're gonna do is go ahead and toss it. All you're trying to do is coat the beef. The next step is we're gonna put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper on there. Yep. So, and this is just to taste. There's no real measurement here. We're just gonna put a little bit on there. A couple shakes just to get it started. You're gonna adjust your seasoning when you get to the end and taste it. This one's not a pour, you have to twist, watch.
Can I just? Okay.
So daddy will just do a couple of shakes, spread into that. That's pepper. Well, now that we've got the meat all seasoned, we gotta get our Instant Pot ready. Well, then we're gonna saute the beef. What does that mean? You don't know? Okay. We're gonna turn this on to saute, and we're gonna adjust it to the high setting. We're gonna put the vegetable oil in, and we're gonna put it in so that it just coats the bottom of the pan. And vegetable oil doesn't smell. Smell it. Doesn't smell like anything. And now we have to wait till that gets hot.
Okay, so
We just wait. That's it, we just wait.
I'm just gonna take it up.
We're just gonna stand here and wait till that thing's hot. You can go do your videos. I'll tell you when it's ready. And that quickly, I have lost my helper.
I'm gonna help him.
Oh, she's coming back. She said, don't worry, she's coming back. She just doesn't feel like waiting. I got my helper back, she's back. The Instant Pot says hot. That's how we know that it's ready to saute. Now this is gonna get a little splashy, so just be careful, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the beef in here and do what's called saute. And that just means to cook it so it gets a little brown. Then we're gonna set it aside, and then we gotta add in all our stuff for our sauces. And this should only take, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes. And you don't wanna put too much in there, because if you put too much in there, it won't cook. I love my little helper helping me on my cooking excitement today.
That's my dad helping me.
So,
Helping me learn.
yes, I'm gonna teach you. So that way you can cook meals for me and then I don't have to cook. What do you think? You'll just do all the cooking and then I don't have to.
Maybe when I'm grown up, I will.
Oh,
Maybe when I'm older, you can help. I can cook with you.
yeah.
I can cook with you all the time. I can cook with you all the time after my homework.
Yeah, well, we can start learning now.
Yes.
So we're just gonna let these cook for a few minutes on each side and then we're gonna flip them.
We're just gonna start. Are we gonna start all the sauces there?
Not yet, we gotta cook the meat first.
That's the meat.
This is the beef.
That's the meat.
The meat, we got some in there and we got some over here. Can you say, where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Right there.
Where's the chicken?
No chicken in this one. This is called beef stroganoff. To do a little flip. And it's just like a little toss. That way we can brown the other side. Really good. And now we have to wait about 2 to 3 more minutes.
It's smoky. It's smoking.
Yeah, it's a little smoky. That's because it's cooking.
I love smoke. Well, at least if it's cooking, if it smells good, it's good.
Yes. Do you think you're gonna like this one tonight?
I don't know. I think I'll like that.
Smells good, right?
It smells good, so maybe it'll taste good.
Maybe it'll taste good.
I guess.
You're just fanning away all the smoke. Careful, because it's splashy. Don't get too close. The fanning of the smoke is an optional portion of the recipe, and you really only do that if you have a 5-year-old helper. Okay, watch out. Daddy's gonna do a little tossing. Make sure that... Okay. We're gonna take these out, put them in over here, and then we're gonna put the other half in.
And then can we make more sauces?
The sauces goes last.
So after that one, then we can do the sauces?
Mm-hmm.
And there's some butter.
There is butter. Always have to have butter in a recipe. Can you hand me the vegetable oil, please, helper? Now,
There we go.
can you pour some vegetable oil in there because we need a little bit extra to help this batch brown. Perfect. Thank you, helper. So we're doing this step for 2 reasons. 1, you like a little bit of color on the meat.
Yeah.
2, we're trying to develop some browned bits at the bottom so that way we can scrape them off and deglaze them with the beef broth. And that's gonna add a richness and a depth to the dish. What are you doing over there? Let's see how this first side is doing. I think we're doing okay. We're gonna do a toss.
Toss, girl.
Cha.
Cha.
Chaw.
Cha.
What are you, Turtle Talk with Crush over here? Chaw. Hey, dude.
I'm just going.
Oh,
But I almost fell.
this is the karate portion of cooking beef stroganoff. You didn't know that was. You didn't know there was karate involved in beef stroganoff, did you? You are silly. Okay, we are almost ready to pull these out. Yeah, that's about ready. Smells great, right? Okay, Daddy will move these to this pot. And to keep cleanup easy, I'm just putting everything back in the same little pot bowl that we marinated the beef in. All right, now I need you to add the minced garlic. Smell it.
Oh.
It smells great. Garlic smells awesome. Go ahead and mince garlic. Add the onion. Add the mushrooms.
Add the mushroom. What I'm gonna add next.
And
I can add the butter.
add the butter.
Does it smell good?
It does. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and toss these. Good job. And we're just gonna cook these for 3 or 4 minutes and let them kind of break down a little bit.
What are we gonna do next?
We're gonna add, looks like we need a little bit of oil.
Where's the oil? Can I try and toss with you? Can I try and toss with
Go ahead. Give it a stir. There you go. Good technique. All right, let Daddy do a little bit extra.
Comment I'm better than Daddy.
Are you causing a battle with me? All right. This part is very important. You have to scrape the bottom of the Instant Pot because if you don't, all that stuff that we browned in the bottom is gonna stay there and it's gonna give you a burn notice. And the pot won't come up to pressure and you're not gonna cook. So I use a nice metal spatula and I just give it a nice scrape. Okay?
Where am I?
Or are you?
Here I am.
As you see, I'm pulling up all the chunky stuff. But that stuff's where the flavor is though. All right, this is breaking down pretty good. We are almost ready for the next step, kiddo.
What's this guy?
I don't even know. I have. I want to do it too. This looks good. I want you to add the dried basil.
What's dried basil?
What's dried basil? That's that herb that you just put in. It's gonna smell fantastic once it starts mixing with this.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, give it a smell.
Oh, it smells so good. What are we gonna add next?
We're gonna add in Worcestershire sauce. You want to smell that one?
Ooh!
That one smells strong. Okay. This one is red wine vinegar.
Oh, it smells. It's strong too.
Yep. Then Daddy will do this one because it's heavy. This is 3 cups of beef broth.
I really wanted to smell it.
That's okay. All right. And now that's sour cream. That is the last step. We're gonna use that when it's all done cooking. All right. Can you give that a stir for me while I put this in the fridge?
This looks like soup.
It kind of does look like soup. But what's gonna happen is when we mix this beef in and then we cook it, it's gonna turn into this wonderful creamy sauce. All right, now it's time to add the beef back in. Watch out.
Wait, can I still stir a little bit more?
Sure, it needs a little bit more stirring.
I need a lot more stirring. I'm gonna stir for a little while.
All right, she's gonna stir for a little while. I don't know how long it's gonna be. It's not part of the recipe. Okay, it is stirred. Time to add our beef. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put all this beef in, mix it all up.
Oh, it looks kind of good. I'm just gonna, I wish I could try it.
You can't because it's not cooked right now.
It looks so good. Look at this.
It does look so good.
Look at this, guys.
All right,
So-
now it's time.
I haven't even
You finished stirring, that's good. Whoops, see, now you're making a mess. Don't get too much. Okay, I'll put that down. And now it's time to do the actual instant potting. This is where we're gonna put the lid on and then we're gonna set it to cook for 15 minutes. Set that one to the middle. Point it straight up and down. So it's pointing directly over there. Like that. That's how we want it. No, that's bad. If you put it on that side, it's never gonna cook. Okay, now we're gonna hit cancel, and we're gonna hit manual, and we're gonna set it to 15 minutes. And we wait for about 25 minutes because it takes a few minutes to get up to pressure, and then it takes 15 minutes to cook. So we'll come back. Tell everybody we'll see them later. I guess I'll say it. We'll see you later. We are back. The Instant Pot went beep, beep, beep. Now we have to wait for 10 minutes for the Instant Pot to do what's called a natural release. And that just means that it's gonna let the steam. I'm gonna wait till she's done with that. We're gonna wait for 10 minutes and let the steam release naturally. And then we'll release the last bit of steam. And then we mix in our sour cream and we're pretty much good to go. All right, we'll see you in about 7 minutes. The Instant Pot has finished its 10-minute natural release. Now we're gonna push this little button and see if any steam comes out. Don't let Daddy do it because it might do steam. See? That's hot. You don't put your hand over that, okay? That's hot steam that could burn you. We're gonna let the rest of this steam release, and then that'll let us open up the Instant Pot. And then we get to add your favorite ingredient. What do you think that is? Sour cream.
I don't like sour cream.
Yeah, but when you mix it into the sauce, I think you'll like it. Now you can do your ayahs, because it's gonna be a little while for this. Okay, last step, open up the Instant Pot, mix in the sour cream. Yep, you're gonna help mix in the sour cream, but Daddy's gonna go ahead and move this so it's hot out of your way. Mmm,
Can I smell?
smells good. Yeah.
I'm too far away.
Just lean in and smell.
Oh, it looks like soup right to me.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add in this sour cream. Go ahead.
Oh.
Okay, Daddy will get the rest. Okay, since this came out a little bit more liquidy than I expected, we're gonna go ahead and thicken this with a little bit of cornstarch. To do that, you're gonna go ahead and hit cancel, keep warm. I'm gonna set it on saute and let it go to high. What that's gonna do is it's gonna start boiling off some of this liquid. And then we're gonna add in cornstarch, which is about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch mixed in with some cold water. You mix that in and you slowly mix it in and we should start getting a little bit thicker of a sauce. All right, once this thing starts coming to like a little rolling boil, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add this in, probably like a tablespoon or so at a time, and then stir. Do you wanna do it?
Wow.
And what cornstarch is gonna do is it's just gonna thicken it and make it a little bit creamier looking. It's already working.
It's already working. Look at this.
Yeah, it's looking so creamy now.
So creamy.
And you can make it as thick or as thin as you like. So I think I'm gonna put in the rest of this cornstarch.
Okay.
And then the kiddo is gonna keep mixing and let Daddy give it a good stir.
Okay. Now.
Oh, we're almost ready to plate.
So much. So you want to do it together?
Sure. And now we stir together. The family that stirs together stays together. The next step, Daddy has to go ahead and make it on a plate and serve it over our prepared egg noodles. I don't like to cook my egg noodles in the Instant Pot. You can't nail pastas and noodles in the Instant Pot every time. They don't come out right to me. You can never get the perfect consistency. So I like to cook mine separate. So I've already prepared some egg noodles. The kiddo's doing some activities, so I'm gonna do a quick last thing to do before we get up and plate is we gotta do a taste test. So we're gonna just do a little quick taste of the sauce.
I want to say.
I know you will when we do the final tasting. This is me to adjust the seasoning.
Is it good?
Okay, it needs a little bit of salt, and that's about it.
Is it good?
It is good. So I'm gonna put probably about a teaspoon of salt in there. And I think that will be perfect. And I don't use a lot of pepper because everybody in the family is so sensitive, other than me, to anything with even the slightest bit of spice. So I put pepper on my food at the end for just me. So, ooh, that is delicious. Time for me to go ahead and get this plated up. We'll give it a try and we'll take some photos and then we'll get out of here. Taste test time.
Taste test.
Let's see how it goes. Go ahead and take a little piece. You want to take a little bit of the beef? Okay, give it a try.
It's good.
Try the noodle with the sauce. Here.
It's good.
All right, I'm gonna try it.
I like it. It's good.
All right, Dad's got a little beef, a little noodle. Mmm.
Let's eat this.
The beef is perfectly tender. There's a nice, rich flavor to the sauce. Want to try mushroom? Yeah, you gotta try the mushroom. A little bit, tiny piece,
One
tiny piece. Bite it, eat the whole thing, try it. Spit it in the sink. You like mushrooms. I don't understand why you don't like them. Mmm, so good.
I'm gonna eat them.
No, we're gonna save this for dinner. This was just a test.
Just a little bit.
You can have one more bite.
Of each. Of one each. Of one each.
All right. Wait, we gotta do the outro, come on. That's Instant Pot beef stroganoff with a helper, a 5-year-old. It's simple, it's easy, it's delicious. She's still trying to eat it. And that's it. So everybody, what's everybody supposed to do if they want more videos?
Comment down below.
And
Subscribe.
subscribe and like and comment and help Dad out. You guys know, Dad doesn't do outros. So that's it. And she's gonna still eat.